I'd like to conclude, if I might, with a poem that I also think reflects the situation that we're in today. I feel so strongly that our opportunities so vastly exceed all of the challenges and the frustrations that we have. And you all have demonstrated by your being here great perseverance, great tenacity, great strength. But when things go wrong, I think this poem helps me. It goes like this. Quit. Give up. You're beaten. They shout at me and plead. There's just too much against you now. This time you can't succeed. And as I start to hang my head in front of failure's face, my downward fall is broken by the memory of a race. And hope refills my weakened will as I recall that scene. For just the memory of that race rejuvenates my being. A children's race, young boys, young men, how I remember well. Excitement, sure, but also fear. It wasn't hard to tell. They all lined up, so full of hope, each thought to win the race, or tie for first, or if not that, at least take second place. And fathers watched from off the side, each cheering for his son, and each boy hoped to show his dad that he would be the one. The whistle blew, and off they went with hearts and hopes afire. To win and be the hero there was each young boy's desire. And one boy in particular, whose dad was in the crowd, was running in the lead and thought, my dad will be so proud. And as they crossed a shallow field and crossed a shallow dip, the little boy who hoped to win lost his legs and slipped. Trying hard to catch himself, his arms flew out to brace. Amidst the laughter of the crowd, he fell flat on his face. But as he fell, his dad stood up and showed his anxious face, which to the boy so clearly said, get up and win the race. He quickly rose, no damage done, behind a bit, that's all. He ran with all his might and might to make up for the fall. So anxious to restore himself, to catch up and to win, his mind ran faster than his legs. He slipped and fell again. He wished then he had quit before with only one disgrace. I'm hopeless as a runner now, I shouldn't try to race. But in the laughing crowd he searched and found his father's face. That steady look which said again, get up and win the race. So up he rose to run again, 10 yards behind the last. If I'm to gain those yards, he thought, I've got to run real fast. Exerting everything he had, he made back 8 or 10. But trying so hard to catch the lead, he slipped and fell again. Defeat. He lay there silently, a tear fell from his eye. I'm hopeless as a runner now, I shouldn't even try. The will to rise had disappeared, all hope had fled away. So far behind, so error-prone a loser all the way. Get up, an echo sounded low. Get up and take your place. You were not meant for failure here. Get up and win the race. With borrowed will, get up, it said. You haven't lost it all. For winning is no more than this, to rise each time you fall. So up he rose to run again, and with a new commit, he vowed this time at least he wouldn't quit. So far behind the others now, the most he'd ever been, still he gave it all he had and ran as though to win. 3 times he'd fallen stumbling. 3 times he rose again. Too far behind to catch the lead, he still ran to the end. They cheered the winning runner when he crossed the line first place, head high, proud and happy. No falling, no disgrace. But when the fallen youngster crossed the line last place, the crowd gave him the bigger cheer for finishing the race. And to his dad, he sadly said, I didn't do too well. To me, you won, his father said. You rose each time you fell. And now when life seems dark and difficult to face, the memory of that little boy helps me in my race. For all of life is like that race with ups and downs and all. And all you have to do to win is rise each time you fall. Quit. Give up. You're beaten, they still shout in my face. But another voice within me says, get up and win the race. With all the challenges that Jay, Wintraub, and Bruce and others have talked about this morning, I absolutely know and have the strong conviction, because of your tenacity and perseverance, that we will continue to get up every day and we will win. Again, congratulations for being here. Have a wonderful conference.